Morning to you viewers, the Colonel speaking to you live from the Lay Rectory, home of the Squire for British Imperial YouTube Broadcasting, and the Squire is with us. Good morning, or actually just afternoon, Squire.
Good afternoon everyone.
And it's another one of your interesting videos. What would you like to show us today?
Well, now we've dealt with quite a lot of things. We've done gramophones, records, radios, bits and pieces, but I've got these two, I think, are very interesting 1930s catalogues.
Yes,
of musical instruments and suppliers. That one's Lugtons that made Maxitone gramophones, and this is Dulcetto Polyphon. Now if we start off with this one, which is their catalogue for 1935-1936, if I open the cover up, then there's a letter which was sent out with the catalogue.
Oh yes, 1935, enclosing a new catalogue. Yes.
And then that's another bit to it.
Ah yes, illustrated trade list. Right. It shows you how much discount they got as well.
Well, precisely, yes. Yes.
How exciting. Radios, gramophones, records and radio accessories.
So if we skip that bit, and that's the paperwork bit.
Yes, all the terms and conditions.
Radio receiving sets and gramophones.
Good Lord, yes. All very Art Deco.
Yeah, Alba.
Aerodyne.
I think I've got one of those upstairs. I'm sure I've got one of those upstairs. I bought it from a local, or it's either that one or that one. I'm not quite sure which. It was certainly one that was. I bought it from a charity shop. And,
right.
They wouldn't sell it to me because it was electrical, so I had to make made a sort of donation for it.
Ah,
I said,
yes.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And it worked perfectly.
Oh well.
But when I looked at it, I saw the previous owners had a lot done to it.
Oh.
Mechanically, electrically, I should say. And round echoes.
Oh
two
yes,
of
look
them.
at that.
Two
What's
models.
that one? Yeah.
That's the AD-76.
That's a sort of.
It's almost. Yes,
it's almost a sort of.
I know.
That green one that mysteriously turned up that everyone said was fake. Yeah, it's walnut or black and chromium,
yeah,
right?
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
But it looks rather speckly. Maybe that's just the illustration.
Probably. Various radios, you see.
GSC, all the big names.
Marconi phone. Now if we go to that, so that's the radios. Now let's if we go slide to a little bit towards the back. Battery operated ones. You see, this is what people forget to realise. There's a lot of people in those days, well, I should think probably nearly half the country didn't have electricity.
No, indeed.
There were a heck of a lot of people who didn't have electrics. Look at that for a Art Deco cabinet.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. And then we come to. Oh, look, this is car radios. This is 1935-36. Radio for your new car.
Amazing.
Ultra.
Yes.
And then we go to Dulcetto Gramophones, 1936.
Cabinet looks a bit uninspired there, sadly. And a few portables.
And these are these sort of electric playing decks like Plusograms used to make.
Ah yes, they did. I've seen quite a few of those.
Gramophone accessories, gramophone mainsprings.
Yes, amazing.
Goward electric motors. Goward automatic record changer. And there's the type you need to have a pickup mounted on the motorboard.
Ah yes. Not
and
cheap,
of course that's
either.
the one with where it was all in one unit.
Oh yes.
And if you look here, it's interesting, this one, because you've got the electric motors 202A and AC4, and then on the same motor plate you could get spring motors.
Good Lord.
Goward Model 10B spring motor and Goward number 30.
Obviously for those who didn't have electric at all again, yes.
Yes, indeed. So you've got bits and pieces like sound boxes, soundbox adapters,
stylus bars, gasket tubing, 7pence a yard,
diaphragm, cabinet
needle screws, a shilling a dozen,
needles, Dulcetto needle, Edison Bell needles,
Pet Mecchi and Songsters and Columbias, record containers.
Yes.
I wonder if they mean sleeves. Yes, they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, they do. Punched hole with strong straw board, single edge with flap.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh dear.
And then you come to radio accessories. You've got accumulators, hydrometers for testing the accumulators, batteries, Winner batteries. I remember buying Winner batteries, and I think they still had some Winner batteries in the 1960s. Because I'm sure I had a battery radio and used to buy batteries like that for it. More of a curio than serious usage, but there we are. But these are all radio components.
They're all radio components to build your own radio set.
Exactly. Well, of course.
Which a lot of people did.
Yeah.
Pickups and headphones.
There you are. There's the plus. We mentioned that.
There's the plusogram. There it is. Yes.
SG Brown earphones.
Fantastic.
And these are insulators for the radio aerials.
Oh yes, of course. When they're running sort of strings.
I've got to do that here sometime.
Yes.
I've got to put a decent wireless aerial up here.
Run it up to the church tower.
And loudspeakers.
Yes.
In cabinets and chassis model for building into your own
set. The classic example of radio aerial fitting is the Laurel and Hardy film. I think it's called Hog Wild.
Ah, yes.
And they're trying to run an aerial from one end to the other of the house.
There we are, various loudspeaker units.
Yes.
Valves.
Yeah, rectifying valves for Mazda, Mullard, Marconi and Osram. Extraordinary stuff.
Well, that's that one. Now let's have a look at this one, which is Lugtons. Now this one is a bit different in the sense that this one has a lot of... There we are, the
Gramophone record prices. Regal Xenophone 10-inch, 1 and 6. Columbia were 2 and 3, 4, 6 and 8 and 6. Polyphon were 2, 3 and 4 bob. Odeon were 4 and 6. Panacord, Decca. No HMV. Obviously HMV sold their own. That was it.
But this is what's interesting here. You've got Regal Xenophones. You remember this is 37, 38. Yes. When it was Regal and not just Regal, it was Regal Xenophone. You've got the 10-inch series, you've got the 10-inch Salvation Army series, and then you've got a 10-inch Celebrity series.
Yeah, I wonder what they were.
Well, I've never seen a Regal, a 10-inch Celebrity series Regal Xenophone.
No, I wonder what they were.
I don't know. It's very. And then you've got Polyphon, Odeon, Decca,
Rex 1 and 6. I thought they were only sold through Marks and Spencers.
No, they did. They sold them at Marks and Spencers, but I think you could get them else. And by that time, I think they were taken over by Decca.
Ah, yes.
Because they were originally Crystallate, and I think Decca's bought out Crystallate, and then they took over the. Because they stopped making the. I think when Decca's took over Crystallate, they stopped a lot of the contract pressing. Like they didn't press the Woolworths. It was Crowns. They stopped making those then. 37. Well, if we sort of explore a little further, look at that Hohner piano accordion. Look at that for an advert.
Amazing.
It's got some lovely adverts in this.
Oh yes, all piano accordions. Organola Deluxe.
Various piano accordions, which we'll pass our way through, because there are lots and lots and lots of them.
I bet there are.
Oh, loads of them in here.
And of course there'll be the mouth organs and things at some point.
See, we've even got the Continental button accordions there.
Oh yes.
Oh, look at that! Isn't that nice?
Fantastic.
Beautiful colouring. Oh,
yes.
I think this is maybe another one here. Is there another colour?
Yes. Cycles, Bandmaster.
Yeah.
Harmonicas. Well, in those days everyone had a harmonica.
Well, they were very popular, weren't they? Bluebird, mouth organs. If we carry on a little bit further, another one, look, Echo. But the beautiful colouring on that is lovely.
They are. Not such a long time ago, people would strip those out and frame them.
Well, exactly, yes.
Ruins.
Larry Adler model, look at that. Remember Larry Adler on
there he is, yes.
There he is, yeah, exactly. There we are, drum kits.
The major, the junior, the minor. Rumba instruments.
Yeah, that's right. Conductors, batons, look.
Good God, yes.
Triangle. Console Deluxe, look at that.
I wonder how many famous drummers started off on some drum kits like these. Maxitone saxophone.
See, that's something I'd never even seen before.
No.
trumpets. The Maxitone clarinet. I've never seen those.
No, indeed.
I mean, Maxitone gramophones, and I've seen recently. I didn't buy it. There was on eBay. There was a Maxitone record player which looked to be early 50s, which was I think it was 3-speed. I'd never seen that one before either. Because one tends to think of Maxitone as probably being pre-war.
Yes, indeed. Banjos. All sorts of strange people play them.
Guitars, ukuleles,
mandolin,
banjo-leles, a bit
Is
like...
that a musical saw? No, it's a stand. Violas and double basses. All the fittings for them. Bows, cases. Cellos.
Bell brand strings, look.
Wonderful.
But it's a lovely colour printing on this, which is nice. Another one, look. Black diamond strings.
Military drums. Dear, oh dear.
Microphone stands, look at that.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Microphone rings for suspending the mic in there.
All sorts of strange...
musical pewter tankard.
And cigarette boxes by the look of it in various forms.
Right. Now we are getting towards the gramophone section.
Jaws harps.
Yes.
I think they call them Jews harps.
Manuscript music books.
Manuscript paper. Dear, oh dear.
Music cases for carrying your music about in.
And things.
Music stands.
Ocarinas.
Now we get to the gramophone and record section. Now we get to the interesting
There's
bit.
a picture of the factory.
And here we are. Look, things they dealt with were Maxitone, Alba, Decca, and Columbia. Believe it or not.
Yes.
1937 Maxitone portable. And there was a very strange one I saw here.
Oh, there you go. Number 225.
Number 225.
And 215 made under HMV licence. What on earth does that mean?
That I don't... Well, there's the 225 there, look. But that, look, you see now where that handle's going through, it's going into a... It's like some kind of Odeon motor.
It is, it's like a Continental type motor.
Yeah, that's right. And what was the other one we said?
225. 215.
Oh, there we are, that one. Yeah,
There's
look,
a vaguely HMV look about them, but maybe they're the Continental HMVs you see, like the Italian and German
there's another
ones.
one here, look, 235.
That's not there, by the look.
Then you've got the
very Art Deco looking.
cabinet ones.
Never seen any of those.
No. Columbia portables.
Yes. The 204, 205, 202.
Decca.
75 and 80. And the 130, which was 5 guineas then, and various music cabinets.
Maxitone record carrying cases.
Some of those, I think. Winnell carrying cases. Yeah. Accessories and repair parts, bags and envelopes. We're getting into the huge controversy of what they're actually called.
Well, yes, the thing is,
covers, bags, envelopes.
Yeah, but look, that's a bag.
Yes, it's got a handle.
That's what you put the record in to carry it home.
Yes,
the bag. Those are sleeves or whatever. We won't go into that ruckus, but. And here we are. We've got gramophone accessories, adapters for converting sound boxes.
HMV old style to Continental arm, HMV old style to ditto, 5A to old style HMV arm. That's that's the small rubber adapter from the number 4, isn't it?
That's right. That's it.
Academy or number 9 Columbia to old HMV arm, which is the 101 type arm, I imagine, by 1935. Arbors, Beaker, Maxitone, Thorns, Garrard, spring screws, cabinet fittings, lid supports, indicators, handles.
Then you've got things like you've got gasket rubber, governor bearings.
Grubu weights. I wonder what that's for, those Grubu motors that have pot metal weights.
Hinges, handles.
Lid supports. Check
fret
springs.
silk, look, fretwork.
50 inches wide per yard.
Those are the record sleeves and bags and mainsprings.
Mainsprings, yes. Electric motors and spring
Garrard
motors.
motors, you see. Then you've got the number 20 and number 21. Well, I've seen the 20s, but I don't think I've ever seen a 21 motor.
The 12BB, don't know that one.
That's a version I haven't heard of either.
30 double spring,
Those
yes.
are well known. 10B. Then you've got the usual selection of spring.
Induction, as used by the BBC. Garrard changers.
And then you've got the display ones for the use in
yes,
shop display.
Yes, indeed.
Now, see, if you look here, this is quite interesting because you've got Garrard spring motors.
Nickel plated.
You've got the number 20, which of course everybody knows, which say the specification it runs one 12-inch record, and then you've got the number 21, which plays two 10-inch records, and then you've got the number 22 with angle wind for export only.
How amazing! How strange.
Yeah. 12BB, single spring nickel, extra powerful, two 10-inch records. Garrard electric pickups, Garrard radiogram units. Then you've got more
Calaro motors.
and the Maxitone spring motor, vertical governor Maxitone motor.
In 1930, whatever it is.
It's late, you know, vertical governors 1930, whatever it
didn't
is.
assume those were Great War Swiss type.
Wow, looks like
it, doesn't it? There you go, look. Various sound boxes and pickups. Oh, the Meltrope 3.
Meltrope Luxus.
Meltrope Luxus, which is 10 and 6. Or you've got, what's that one? Meltrope number 3 is 12 and 6. But a 3A Deluxe, which I've never heard of, is 17 and 6.
No, see,
I wonder what a Meltrope 3A Deluxe is.
I've never seen one. There are some.
I've got one of those boxes, display boxes. Somewhere, amongst everything else.
This is really intriguing.
Oh,
now remember, we're talking about
1937,
38.
Yes.
And what do you see there?
Yes.
A horn gramophone back bracket.
Yes.
Now, how obsolete was that when that was made?
Well, they probably had large stocks of them. I imagine there were people out there who still wanted horn gramophones. Those funny, dodgy crown gramophones that I don't like the look of. They look suspiciously made up, and they were possibly making them well into the 50s in overseas locations.
Well, that's
apart from the ones that are made sort of in the 80s.
Well, the trouble is, the thing is though, I mean, the 78s had a much longer life in places like India and in the Far East places, yes.
Siam and places.
Yes, yeah.
British Honduras.
Oh, you see, if you start looking into Polyphon catalogues in sort of India and Philippines or somewhere like that, you'll find the Beatles 78s into the mid-60s.
Yes.
Not just the first ones, but some of the mid-60s ones as well.
Exactly.
Because if they ever come on the internet, it's usually about £400-500 each.
Well, I can't understand why people want to buy them, but there you go. Because they're completists, these people.
Well, there you are.
But that's an very interesting pair of catalogues.
Well, I thought it might be something. I hope you found it a bit interesting. I thought it was something just a little bit different from what we usually do.
If you don't mind, take photos of the gramophone bits, put them on the forum, and so people can
absolutely, yes, indeed,
refer to them, because they are interesting, aren't they?
Yeah, very much so.
Especially as you say, that date, selling horn gramophone bits. But I remember a friend of mine had a catalogue, I think it was 1935, where they were selling those outrageous large German horns that they've come off band instruments, and that was 1935.
I know. Yes.
Absolutely extraordinary, but there must have been people out there who liked horn gramophones still.
But you see, there's something here. We can actually learn something from the front cover of this one, which I hadn't realised. Of course, it's Dulcetto Polyphon.
Yes.
And the Dulcetto trademark is the parrot.
Yes.
There you are. There's the parrot, Polly the parrot.
Yes.
That's where they get the parrot from.
Amazing.
Polly, I reckon.
Well, it certainly looks like that, doesn't it? Amazing. Well, thank you very much for showing us.
No problem.
Were absolutely fascinating.
Thank you.
And hopefully, viewers, we will see you soon.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.